Okay, take two. We get to do some up potting today. I don't think these tomatoes are as big as they should be, but they're coming along, and I think I have plenty of time to get produce from them outside, especially considering they're forecasting that we should be into a full El Nino by midsummer, so we mightn't have frost until December this year. Now, to give you an update on everything that's growing in here, I gotta water these some more, but you see I have a cucamelon coming up here there. They're national pickling cucumbers. There's one coming up in the first one, the second one. Markmore 76. There's one coming up in the fourth one. So here we are right here. They don't seem to be doing very well. And like I say, it's dry there now, so I'm going to put some water in right away. That's the onion seedlings that were still too small previously, but they're getting big now. Aunt Molly's ground cherry that's going up into pots. I'm going to try to grow those two in pots all summer. And then because I read that they were perennials as well, so try to overwinter them next year. And marjoram, that's going to have to go up into two separate pots. I've got to up pot these Roman chamomile, and I think I'm going to up pot those corn salad too. Garden sage, it's going to have to go out with the other ones. I've got some outside already hardening off. Most of this big vegetation here, this is catnip. Catnip is a sedative. It's a part of sleepy time tea. And you can, I found out, just experimenting, that you can take a few of these leaves rather than making a tea. Take a few of these leaves and you can fry them in an omelette or a pancake or something, or you can just eat them straight. It seemed to be stronger than having them made into a tea. But anyway, I'm quite impressed, and hopefully I'll get them growing all year. I'll put them up into a big pot now, but then come next fall I'll split it in half, and half will be planted in the garden because they will survive over the winter. And then half I'll have inside the house to keep growing over the winter. We are having quite a normal May. Actually, I don't know how much about the rain, because prior to 2020 I wasn't really paying attention to exactly how much rain would fall in each month. And we're getting quite a bit of rain in May, and that's why it's slow getting the garden actually planted. But it'll come along. So that I just showed you the two patchy F3 peppers that I managed to get pollinated. They're coming along. This Helmut Pepperica pepper plant has been flowering for quite a while now, quite prolifically, but I haven't been able to get any of them to pollinate. Now the flowers, they stick upwards on this one, and of course if I shake it, then the pollen is just going to fall down into the bottom of the flower, so maybe that's why. Well, that's the three peppers that I had growing inside all along. These tomato plants, now they're struggling regardless if I have the soil wet or not. See, there's moisture in that one, but the plant is just dying. And I think they're getting root bound now. They're just gone too far. Got the second bigger tomato starting to get ripe. So if I wanted to keep the ones that are still alive, like that one that I just showed you, probably you mightn't be able to survive at all. I would have to up pot them, but I don't think I'm going to bother. See, before I up pot those tomato seedlings, then I like to hot pot these into their final pots. as the peppers, the bigger ones, are closer to the window. And this is Hurley Sensation. But even this one here, this is a fat and sassy pepper that's starting to flower. Most of the bigger ones are starting to flower. I'm going to put them up. I've got the soil, hopefully I got it moistened. I've been having to keep clipping this one anyway because I don't really want the basil to flower. They say that the taste goes off when it flowers. I never really did try it. I just removed them and just kept the basil in the past from flowering. Rain hasn't started yet. On the camera it looks like that blue over there, but it's not actually. It's variation in the cloud color. It's completely overcast, and after lunch, it's supposed to, afternoon, it's supposed to start to rain. But I put these out here now. They've been out here since Saturday. You got the cauliflowers, the Saletta, and the all-season blend broccolis, Romanesco broccoli. We have all-season blend cabbage and the early Jersey cabbage there. And we have an arugula there in the back corner, and that's the other Roman chamomile that I put up into a bigger container earlier. Now I do have the sunroom tidied up somewhat and mostly swept up, so I can not afraid to show you what it looks like now. And you see these roots? So when I was weeding out the garden beds, all the dandelions I threw off to one side. Let them dry somewhat, and then I chopped the tops off them and wiped off some of the dirt. But now I'm going to let them dry out here quite well, and then I'll be able to brush off most of the dirt, give them a quick wash, and roast them for a coffee substitute is what the intention is. Of course, before I do the final processing of them, I'll do a little bit more research and make sure that it's just coffee substitute I'm going to make. And I'll probably do that with all the other garden beds, and if there's anywhere I'm pulling up dandelions, then I'll take the root and dry it for processing later. Back here in these two containers, I put 6. I had some of my tiny potatoes from last year, and they were sprouting, and I put 6 in this container, and you see the leaves are coming out on them. The intention is to try container gardening, container potatoes I mean, and when they get leaved out, I was going to put down some kelp down here and put another 6 potatoes and then cover them up with soil, and then you'd have 12 potato plants growing up together in this little container, but their roots will be on 2 different levels. That's the ideal there. And in this proper fish container, I put 9 potatoes down there, and I plan to do the same thing with that. Now I have this here. I put water in here earlier to wet it down. And in the bottom of this, see, I have these containers here for putting peppers in. But this is an old used potting saw. Now, I mean, there's the roots from the other plants and that in there too. It's good, but it's not the best. It would be nice if I had some compost to mix half and half with it, but I got to use what I got. This container is almost full now. Well, I might as well say full. So there's quite a bit here, and I put in 4 gallons of water. 2 of that watering can over there I put in here. So it's partially moist. I don't know how much. And as you can see, I've got quite a few containers there. I'll try to make it look as decent as possible while I use all of these. I'll have, I think I'm going to have to put duct tape on some of the corners of these. This is the square containers that I made with that siding. So I'll repair any damage there, and I'll plant those out with peppers. And I've got several other bigger ones. Then we'll go back over here. So remember, I set these out, and I just put them in here. There was nothing growing before. When I put them up, it was just all set out. And now here's the onions, 3 different types of onions. All seedlings are coming up. They'll be ready to be planted out in a couple of weeks' time. Out in this first one, Eastleigh pumpkin, every one of them come up, so that's 5 there. The zucchini dark green, every one came up, so that's 5 regular zucchini. Rhonda nice zucchini, I've got 1 coming up back there, and that's it so far. Mashed potato squash, they all come up, 5. Baby Pam pumpkin, there's none up. Maybe I should try putting in another set of seeds, because I would like to get some Baby Pam pumpkins. Vegetable marrow squash. When I did the vegetable marrow squash, I have 2 different containers, a envelope and a container with vegetable marrow squash in it, and I didn't realize that. So when I went looking for what else to finish off the other tray with, these here, you see, vegetable marrow squash. So there's 4, 5 up there, and there's 4 up here. So I got 9 vegetable marrow squash. Golden Delight summer squash, every one of them come up, that's 5. Neon pumpkin, I have every one of them come up, that's 6. Black fish stew, 5 of them come up out of 6. Table queen squash, there's 2 up out of 6. Bush delicata was a little slower, but there's 3 up right now out of 6. Autumn butternut, there's 1 there, and there's 1 there. And there's 1 just starting right there. So that's 3 out of 6 so far. Spaghetti squash is not up yet. Jahardale, there's 1 right here. So there's 1 coming up so far. He just barely hit the ground, so the other one still might sprout yet, right? Dilled Atlantic Giant, they're old seeds, so I don't know if they'll come. I should put another seed in each one, I think. See if I can get any. Morden Hurley cucumber. They were older seeds too, I think like 5 years old or something. I do have 1 though, which means if I only get the 1, I'll have to let at least 1 cucumber go fully ripe. Patio snacker cucumbers, there's 2, and then there's a little one right here. You might be able to see it on the video. So that's 3 out of 6 out of 5. Sugar baby melon, maybe I should set them out. They're older seeds as well. And you see khaki, there's nothing coming up yet. Burgess buttercup, I was really hoping, that's a really nice squash. I was really hoping that they would grow, but there's nothing coming up yet. Got to get these peas out in the ground, because they're growing up pretty big. I'm going to plant those as little, it's just a row along the back end of the beds that I've already planted it with other things. So I've got already prepared the area to plant these sugar snap peas in. However, a sugar prince pea, well, they're not up very high yet anyway. Saber peas and the Oregon sugar pod too. They're slow to come up, but they're coming up. And I'll try to plant some direct sow too. Howdy here. I think I'm going to have to bring these outside. The next 2 nights, it looks like there's a possibility of frost for the next 2 nights. So I'll leave them here for now. And I'll bring them out after that. But these, you see here, this is all sugar beets. I put 1 or 2 seeds in each one, because obviously, right, you got one growing up here, but then you got another one growing up here, so there was 2 seeds at least put in that one. And see, they're separated. So I don't know if more than one, because the beet is actually a fruit. The beet seed is actually a fruit with, could be several seeds inside, right? Looks like one beet plant didn't survive there. Now this is Detroit dark red in this bed, in this tray, and there's quite a few coming up. And we'll plant those out where we've got the beets planted eventually. The peanuts, it seems like the soil's moving in some of them, but the peanut haven't showed above the ground yet. So we shall see. What I'm going to do, I don't think I'm going to bother to record it because, well, it's just me putting soil in these buckets. And I'll fill up several buckets and I'll bring out the peppers then and put them in it. Okay, 18 containers ready to put the peppers in. But I dropped one. I dropped them and broke them. I could put that in though and see if it continues to grow. I'm going to put all 5 of the lemon catnip in here. And as you can see, it's quite root bound. And we got 4 more containers there. Okay, here we are. So apparently I had 19 pepper plants, so I'm not going to bother with that broken one. All the rest are planted up. That one's just laying over because he was just planted, right? That was the 2 smallest ones. They'll stand up. And there's 18 pepper plants planted. I don't know how much time I'm going to have to get everything planted. So this is why I just put this in this one big container, because I think that's all I'll need anyway. I'm hoping the stuff that was planted in the garden will come back. And if not, this here planter should be enough for me. So now it's time to go and up-pot the tomatoes. Potting up all done. I got 8 Romanesco broccoli here, and that single snow crown cauliflower. We have 42 days, where are you? 6 42-day tomatoes. 9 early Siberian, 3 bush beefsteak, 3 Berkeley tie-dye, 6 Brandywine, 3 mortgage lifter, 10 Stupsay, 4 furthest north, 1 Latta, 4 Centennial Rocket, 9 Bloody Butcher. That comes to a total of 58 tomato plants. Thank you for watching. Remember, don't eat the poison food, and I'll see you in the next video.